Welcome to this tutorial on international business. In this video, we will look into the scope of international business. So we have a question that we discussed in our class, that is, what is the scope of international business? And to answer this question, there would be four parts that you will have to mention. The first is the business and trading environment. Second, the trade agreements and institutions. The financial institutions and systems, and business operations. So the scope of international business is divided into these four parts. We will look into these parts now. The first part is the business and trading environment. Now, when we talk about the environment of business in terms of the international business trading environment, we need to understand that every country has a different economic background. Some countries are at a higher level of development compared to the others. We also realize that different parts of the world have different socio-cultural background with different languages, different religion practiced, and that also has a major impact in the way business is done. We also realize the difference in demographic factors. Demographic factors consist of the study of human beings based on their age, gender, socioeconomic status, etc. We also realize that political environment is different in different countries, which also affects the business operations in that particular country, which is then directly affected, or the outcome is the regulatory environment, the laws that each country has regarding how business needs to operate and how business needs to operate in relation with other businesses in other different countries. Natural environment also plays an effect in what kind of businesses are present in that particular country. Some countries are rich with natural resources and some are not. And then we also have the technological environment, where some countries are more advanced in terms of technology available to them, which of course helps them in their business activities. Apart from that, we also have free trade and protection, that is, you could mention in your answer. There are certain countries which allow for free trade, and that means they do not impose tariffs, taxes, or duties on imports or quotas on exports. Whereas there are countries which do that in order to stop foreign businesses coming into and interfering with the economy of that country. We also have the idea of economic integration. In international business, we understand that there are certain groups of countries which have come together to help each other out in terms of trade. For example, right here in India, we have the SAARC countries, which comprises of countries such as Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. We have the ASEAN countries, which consist of countries in the South East Asian countries. We have the European Union. These are examples of economic integration, where a particular group of countries come together to assist or help each other out in international business. So when we study international business, we are studying into all of these factors as important factors that affect businesses that go global. Then we also have the next part, that is trade agreements and institutions. As a student of international business, we need to understand about the various trade agreements. Well, most common is GATT, that was signed in the year 1947 between many member countries, and this was a legal agreement between those countries to promote international trade by reducing or eliminating trade barriers such as tariffs and quotas. But GATT was replaced by another organization, an intergovernmental organization known as the World Trade Organization, which was established in the year 1995. And the signatories of this or members of the World Trade Organization come together at a common platform which helps them in trading with other countries. The student of international business must also learn about different financial institutions and systems that help in doing international trade. For example, we have the stock markets, which allow businesses to raise capital through selling of shares. So we have access to uh, shareholders from different parts of the world, and that's how shares can be raised. We also deal with foreign exchange because international trade deals with trade with different countries and how payments could be made in a different currency. We also understand the importance of the International Monetary Fund, which is again an international organization based in Washington, D.C., U.S., consisting over about 189 countries. And the idea of IMF is to get a cooperation in the global monetary system so that it's easy for businesses to trade internationally. Like in India, we have the Exim Bank. Exim Bank stands for Export Import Bank. This was established in 1982. And the idea of Exim Bank is to act as a catalyst and also a player in the promotion of cross-border trade and investment here in India. Then we also need to understand the idea of a foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment, where foreigners would like to invest in a particular country either through controlling a business, owning and controlling a business, or simply to come and establish a business, or maybe just for the sake of investments. We also have the idea of business operations when we study international business. Businesses or multinational companies, companies that are interested in venturing out into the international market, has to identify what are the different strategies through which they can enter international markets. They would also have to rethink and redesign the product that they are trying to sell in the international market based on what they understand with the local conditions and the price. We also, in terms of, have to understand how to promote these products in the international market, and how the products would be distributed. Each country are on a different level of having a distribution channel. What might be easy in one country might be difficult. Then also, international business deals with understanding of cross-cultural management because of exposure to people from different cultures. Multinational companies employ people from different parts of the world, and how the best talents could be brought together to work together in a cooperative way. So these are ideas that are very, very important when we study about international business.